Greetings, science. It's Lwandile here. Today we're actually going to be doing exercise 3.22. This is the exercise right here, and in case you did not take a look on our cover page, this is the textbook we're using. Of course, you can find your own copy. It doesn't matter where, as long as you're gonna find your PDF. Okay, what matters is you've got to go through these examples, these exercises on your own. I cannot stress that enough, otherwise it will be a waste of your time. So what exercise we're doing? Oh, actually it's exercise 3.22, so it's on the next page. This is the page we will be working on, and I hope everyone can see right now. So what we essentially want to do is to write a program that prompts the user to enter a point xy and checks whether the point is within the circle centered at the origin, that's 0, 0, with radius 10. Okay, for example, 4, 5 is inside the circle, and the 9, 9 is outside the circle. Okay, as shown in figure 3.7a. Okay, where is that figure? It's probably on the next page, but okay, let's continue. So they also gave us a hint. A point is in the circle if its distance to 0, 0 is less than or equals to 10. The formula for computing the distance is that. Okay, test your program to cover all cases. Okay, 2 sample runs are given below. Okay, here they are. Right, this is the figure they're talking about right here. This is the figure they're talking about, figure 3.7a. Okay, without any further words, let's try to create our project, and we'll call it exercise 3.22. We pick a location, of course. It's right here. And then we create a class once we create our project. Exercise 3. Oh, we've got to go underscore first, and then go 22. Not quite sure at the moment how many solutions I'm gonna have on this exercise, even though you might think it's challenging. But the logic is pretty straightforward. That is to calculate a distance between the origin, which is 0, 0, and the point that was given by the user. So that's why I might not have more than one solution. Again, the algorithm is pretty straightforward. You simply check whether or not your distance is less or equals to 10. Static void main string array args. And if you don't know what arrays are, no worries, we are gonna get to them after some few chapters. They are basically on chapter 6 of this textbook, single dimensional arrays. Chapter 7, not chapter 6. Right, okay, so let's get on to it. Again, I'm not gonna bother myself much about comments, especially for the scanner class, because everybody knows how to create a scanner. So it's gonna be scanner, and everybody knows why are we using a scanner. What do we use scanner for? So we gotta declare the center point variables for later use. Okay, we can do that so that our circle can be dynamic, because maybe later on we might wanna have our circle not being placed in the origin, right? So we're gonna call our points x center, okay, and then double y center, right? I mean, that's straightforward, so there's nothing much to do what about. But they told us it's 0 0, so we might as well initialize them to 0 0, but we do know that later on we might want to change those coordinates, okay? So what is it we now do? We declare the radius variable for later use. Again, we might want to have our radius being dynamic, radius. However, for now it's given to us as 10, okay? So what you want to do right now is to prompt the user to enter a point, okay, and we'll store that. Let's just go system.out.print enter a point. So enter a point. Of course, we'll simply store it on our x coordinate. Simply gonna be scanner.next double y coordinates. Simply gonna be scanner.next double. Once you have those variables properly declared and initialized, what we want to do is to simply calculate a distance. Calculate a distance between the origin and the given point. Okay, the distance formula is pretty straightforward, and we'll be doing it in one line. We don't need many variables to do that, so we'll simply go double distance. It's called to math.square root. It's a square root of something, and that something is given by math.pow. I hope everyone by now knows how to work with this. So it's gonna be x coordinate minus, it's gonna be x coordinates, it's x2 minus x1, so it's gonna be minus x center. This is just a general solution, right? Because we could have put a 0 here, but what you want to do is we want to have a dynamic solution. So we'll simply put a 2 here because this is this squared. Perhaps I should put everything in the next line. Let me do it this way. So we then go plus math.pow. Then we go, we're dealing with y now, so it's y coordinate minus y center. You square that, of course. Okay, once we have that, now we do have a distance between 2 points. Okay, basically this way of doing things is working regardless of the center. Okay, let me continue because I'm thinking of something else now. Let's just go. If distance is less than or equals to radius, you see, again, this way of doing things makes our program even more dynamic, because we could have put a 10 here. However, that solution would only work with a radius of 10. What if we want to have a circle of radius r, where r is an element of a positive number? So what would have happened in that case, right? We wouldn't be able to deal with that case if we simply put a 10 here. So that's why I decided to have a radius variable. Okay, let's continue. If this is the case, we'll simply go system without the print and go point x coordinates, concatenate that with y coordinate, of course we need to concatenate that with the closing brackets. Okay, point is in the circle. Of course we can go is in the circle. Done. Okay, otherwise, in fact, I shouldn't have used those, because we're only having one line of statement. Okay, so else we can simply copy and paste this and put a not. So point xy is not in the circle, or perhaps inside the circle, doesn't matter. Okay, now let's see. What we gotta do is to simply hit the run button. Let's see what they decided to put on this, on our sample run. Again, folks, it's Sunday, so people are at church, and there's this sport ground right above where I live. So people, they usually come by to pray or to praise God. So today, since it's Sunday, that's why you might be hearing some people singing from a distance. But I'm hoping that doesn't get on our way. And if it does, please let me know. I will try by all means to find another place so that we won't have problems. So that point is inside the circle. Okay, it seems like we could. Now let's put 9 and see what we get. 9. Okay, 9 is not inside the circle. So that should be it for this tutorial, you guys. See you on the next one. Cheers, you guys. I'm gone.